Oh, wow. Actually, put further that way, shall we? Well, said we wouldn't be doing many videos on a Saturday lunchtime. Obviously, Rotherham are playing, so we will do a lunchtime game. Lunchtime set of games. So, yeah, do feel free to join. Do feel free to like and subscribe. Look, I fully expect nobody except for probably one person, two people possibly, to turn up. We do better with the with videos, which sort of got scuppered when I broke my ankle and ended up out of running and out of sorts as well. But yeah, I did the old breaking my ankle trick running. This channel is sort of it does keep up with the running. And that sort of scuppered the running side of it, and the running videos stopped. Came out of the league at the end of the league, and I broke my ankle just before that, and I'm thinking, we're looking at all these people who are looking at me. Ooh, I had one that said, "Oh, I'm trying to make a living from out of the league. I'm trying to make a living from YouTube. How dare you do an amateurish job and stay up there? You should be you should quit." People like that do. It does hurt, and it does get you thinking. Perhaps we should give up. And I did for a while. But I sort of came back, and I had a holiday abroad, and I actually enjoyed it. Came back refreshed, but of course, with 2 weeks out, you know what YouTube does? It stops advertising your channel. You've been out for 2 weeks. You didn't do a video. Tough. My other channel, however, did. I did a couple of videos while I was on holiday. For a certain reason, it just happened to match what that channel does, i.e. Mystic John. So we did that. Dear Lord. And it did really well. It managed to just about keep in with everything. And I was quite good. I was quite happy about that because you look at it, it didn't completely stop everything that we were doing. It just YouTube allowed me to just pick back up after about a month. Probably for about 2 weeks it stopped me from getting quite as many adverts it stopped YouTube from pushing the videos to people quite as much for about 2 weeks. But then once YouTube realised it had just dropped and then come back up again. They were actually quite good about it. So then I managed to get a little bit more. And it was I actually thought at that point, it's I can see that I can see it working. It's we're not going to be too bad with it, and it wasn't. We actually managed to get out there and get a few interesting videos out, and people were watching, and my hours watched have gone through the roof still. Really good. So Rotherham United have just loaned Jamal Baptiste from Sheffield United. So birthday 11th of November 2003. Um, Now this guy's born in Redbridge. Now I remember a couple of players were born in Redbridge. At least one I can remember. I can't remember his name. But yeah, Rotherham's had another one from Redbridge. You can't have many EFL players from Redbridge, surely. Um, yeah, appearances 3 for Lamel, 1 for Sheffield United. No real information there at all. He's really quite an unknown, isn't he? Really quite an unknown. Under 16s, 6 appearances. Under 17s, 2 appearances. Under 19s, 6 appearances. Of that, I would be saying the under 19s 6 appearances is impressive, because you look at that. He's 21. The under 19s has been developed into a decent side, and they're actually doing, I think, better than the first team. So you can, I sort of look at that, and we'll have to wait and see. I mean, Jamal has actually only played a handful of games in his senior career. If you wipe out the internationals for England under 16s, 17s, and 19s, he's actually only played four senior games. Started his career at West Ham. So Jamal Baptiste now playing for Rotherham United. He's on the bench today, so we can go to the Doncaster Rotherham game. And the lineups. Doncaster line up with La Tutala in goal. They got a back 4 of Maxwell, Bailey, Riordan and Nixon. Good back line. We know what they're about, Doncaster. They have been playing really, really well. Across the mid, we have a staggered mid of 2-3. It's Clifton, Pearson, Middleton, Broadbent and Billy Sharp. Now, Glenn Middleton and Billy Sharp on the back line, please. Oh dear. And Jordan Gibson up front. Yeah, right. They've got plenty of goal scoring abilities, haven't they? Let's face it. Rotherham United, Cameron Dawson in goal. We have a back 5, which is really interesting. We only play back 3s usually, but what we've done is we've sort of put with Denzel Hall coming back, we've got a little bit of extra manpower, and with Marta able to play God knows anywhere on the pitch, they've decided to go Rafferty, Jules, Hall, James and Marta. Now, Jules and James really do need to pull the socks up. This hasn't, for me, been the season for them. They showed, I think both of them showed some really good tendencies last season. This season, a little bit jaded, a little bit out of it for me. Let's see how those two fare this year. Now, so they've started not that great. So let's see how. Hopefully they play better today with Denzel in the middle of them. But the Rafferty and Marta on each wing shows you that we're more than likely going to be coming up the left wing rather than the right wing. Rafferty, I'm sorry, he doesn't really have the legs, does he? Not really. So I can see Rotherham trying to get up that left wing rather than the right one, which means that we know where Doncaster are going to be attacking. Probably to the right of Joe Rafferty is probably where they're going to be trying to get the ball through. Rafferty not quite got the legs. Marta on the other side certainly has got the legs. I don't think they'll wanting to cover him, but they'll be wanting to cover him for the opposite reason. Sean McWilliams, Drew Yearwood and Powell in midfield, and Atet and Martin Sharif up front, and Atet and Sharif in the second half of that game last weekend. For me, that was just a match made in heaven. They just seem to run the front end extremely well together. In a way, I feel sorry for Hugill and McGuckin. I mean, McGuckin, he needed to show that he was good from the start. He hasn't really given that inspiration, but Matt Hamshaw does like to bring and trust those under the younger squad to be able to come and do a job in League One. And he's going to give him a chance, and good for him. And I hope that he does prove on one of his insertions into the squad via the subs bench probably now that he can do it, because I think there is a player in there. I just don't think he's quite showing what he can do at the minute. So 5 at the back for Rotherham. I'd be interested to think to ask you lot what you think about playing 5 at the back. That's going to be quite interesting, that one. So we're going to go. Let me just pull up some other. We're going away from that one. We're going to go into my games. We have got, because we are looking at the Chelsea one as well. Remember, so I will probably be playing that one, to be honest. So that's at 12:30. So wait for that one. We've also got in Championship. We have pull those up. We've got Borough versus Sheffield United, QPR versus Charlton, and Stoke versus West Brom. So that's going to be an interesting 3 games. I think all of these games, I mean, they choose them obviously on purpose. Chelsea, Fulham. Chelsea really do have to start providing a little bit of proof to me. 1 win, 1 draw. Okay performances. I think they're okay. I think that they're a lot better than a lot more solid than they were on average last season. Fulham played 2, drawn 2. Again, they'll be hoping to just be able to prove that they can go to somewhere like Chelsea and play a good game. Lost a bit of ability, I think, the Fulham side. I'm not quite certain how they're going to be playing this season. Chelsea, I don't know. They've always had extreme. I think they've always had the best players. They've paid for them. But if you look at the amount that the top 6 pay for in the transfers, Chelsea's always up there at the top, and they just don't get they just don't seem to get them playing together, which strange, because if you look through the teams, let's look through the Chelsea team. Sanchez in goal, Gusto, Chalaba, I can never say this one. Adarabioyo, Cucurella. We've got Estavo, Cachedo, Pedro, Fernandez, Neto. Oh, we're going shopping. And Delap up front. Yeah, it is a good side. Look, I don't think it's. I don't think it's a Man City side, or a Liverpool. But I think that side is certainly good enough to be should be beating a side like Fulham. They'll be hoping that they can prove that they can do it, because if they fall down with this one, some of those little mumbles and groans that I've heard in the first in the first 2 games may start to get a little bit. You know what fans are like. Us fans can be very, very fickle. Just said something and one's disappeared off the live stream, and they can be. You only have to say one thing against a person's team, and that's it. They're either off on a rant or they just turn off and disappear. Borough, Sheffield United. Borough, for the obvious reason, doing really, really well. Sheffield United are a little bit dogged by... look, they've actually been doing really well. If you look at the game, they've been controlling the game well. They've been doing well. They have actually been, I think, quite a good side. They have actually, for me, been showing a little bit of nous. They've been controlling it. The possession figures for Sheffield United, if I move the chair back a little, have been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So why have they not been winning more? Well, it just seems to be down to the opposition taking them on the run, taking them on the break, and getting straight through that defence. Yes, the defence needs to be tightened up if the opposition are constantly getting through on that back end. But I've just switched what we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at the Middlesbrough Sheffield United game. They just opened that one for me, so we can do that one instead. Lineups for this game: Borough, Bryn. Oh yeah, I'm going to say we've got that one there. Bryn at the back. Ayling, Fry, Jones in the defence. A 4 midfield of Britton, Hackney, Morris and Silvera. A 2-1 up front, Hansen and Whittaker with Conway in front. I actually don't know if that's their best side. Certainly that defence is solid, isn't it? The defence there is solid. Ayling, Fry and Jones, I like all of them. Will they be able to cope with Sheffield United? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think more important here is can they get through that defence of Sheffield United that seems to be a little bit prone to sudden, quick bursts through it. They seem to be doing bad against the ones that keep in defence and just take them on the break. Sheffield United. So what are they trying to do? They're going to 4-3-3. Once again, they're going to try and control the game completely, and they have done nearly every game. Well, yeah, nearly all the games. The few games they've played, they've got like 66, 67, 70% possession, and not won the game, not won them all. Cooper in goal, Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon and Burrows. I mean, why should that cause a problem? Why should that be a problem? Bindon, Burrows, yeah, on that side, I can understand them being quite good, playing together well. Tanganga and Godfrey on this side. I'd probably say, to me, I'm the pairing of Tanganga and Godfrey would possibly be a weakness, but that's just my personal opinion. Yeah. So Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon and Burrows in defence for Sheffield United. Surely that's good enough for a top 6 championship side. Now this is the bit that's controlled for me, is controlling every game so far for Sheffield United. Why they get the massive amounts of possession figures is a mid three here of O'Hare, Peck and Gustavo Hema. Yeah, I mean they are class acts in themselves. Up front we have Andre Brooks, Tyrese Campbell and Louis Barry. This is the reason why Sheffield United if you look at the figures don't lie in this case. Look, statistics do lie, absolutely, you're quite right. But with Sheffield United's, they don't. Not with the possession. They are keeping the possession and they are doing extremely well. The downside with this side is that the ones that they're not winning against are the ones they expect to absolutely be 2 or 3 up against by half time. They're not winning it. They're either losing or drawing. So in this case, let's see how that back four does. We are going to be on in about 25 past. So we'll just give ourselves a little bit of a break, and I'll come back in a couple of minutes. I'll put up the Be Right Back, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Hello.
Lineup, Brin in goal, back three, Jones, Brian Ayling with Silvera and Britton, the two wing-backs, Morris, Hackney, Hansen, Whittaker and Conway and the rest of the lineup. The Blades have been toothless so far with 3 league defeats and just 1 goal scored. They make 2 changes today. In comes new signing Tanganga, along with Brooks, Algo, Robinson and Cannon. Ings and Chon are both on the bench, the new signings. So it's Cooper in goal, back four, Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon and Burrows, Hamer, Peck, O'Hare, the midfield, Brooks, Campbell and Barry, the strike force. A win for Borough would give them their best start to a season for 31 years. It's Middlesbrough against Sheffield United. Both these sides have crashed out of the EFL Cup, but that is where the similarity ends when it comes to their starts of the season. Borough are purring with 3 wins out of 3 and only 1 goal conceded so far. Rob Edwards has to make 1 change. No Azaz today. Hansen comes in his place. On the bench, new signings Target, Nipan and Sene are all available from that bench should they be required later on in the afternoon. So the Middlesbrough lineup, Brin in goal, back 3, Jones, Fry and Ayling with Silvera and Britton, the 2 wing-backs, Morris, Hackney, Hansen, Whittaker and Conway and the rest of the lineup. The Blades have been toothless so far with 3 league defeats and just 1 goal scored. They make 2 changes today. In comes new signing Tanganga, along with Brooks, Algo, Robinson and Cannon. Ings and Chon are both on the bench, the new signings. So it's Cooper in goal, back 4, Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon and Burrows, Hamer, Peck, O'Hare, the midfield, Brooks, Campbell and Barry, the strike force. A win for Borough would give them their best start to a season for 31 years. It's Middlesbrough against Sheffield United. Both these sides have crashed out of the EFL Cup, but that is where the similarity ends when it comes to their starts of the season. Borough are purring with 3 wins out of 3 and only 1 goal conceded so far. Rob Edwards has to make 1 change. No Azaz today. Hansen comes in his place. On the bench, new signings Target, Nipan and Sene are all available from that bench should they be required later on in the afternoon. So the Middlesbrough lineup, Brin in goal, back 3, Jones, Fry and Ayling with Silvera and Britton, the 2 wing-backs, Morris, Hackney, Hansen, Whittaker and Conway and the rest of the lineup. The Blades have been toothless so far with 3 league defeats and just 1 goal scored. They make 2 changes today. In comes new signing Tanganga, along with Brooks, Algo, Robinson and Cannon. Ings and Chon are both on the bench, the new signings. So it's Cooper in goal, back 4, Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon and Burrows, Hamer, Peck, O'Hare, the midfield, Brooks, Campbell and Barry, the strike force. A win for Borough would give them their best start to a season for 31 years. It's Middlesbrough against Sheffield United. Both these sides have crashed out of the EFL Cup, but that is where the similarity ends when it comes to their starts of the season. Borough are purring with 3 wins out of 3 and only 1 goal conceded so far. Rob Edwards has to make 1 change. No Azaz today. Hansen comes in his place. On the bench, new signings Target, Nipan and Sene are all available from that bench should they be required later on in the afternoon. So the Middlesbrough lineup, Brin in goal, back 3, Jones, Fry and Ayling with Silvera and Britton, the 2 wing-backs, Morris, Hackney, Hansen, Whittaker and Conway and the rest of the lineup. The Blades have been toothless so far with 3 league defeats and just 1 goal scored. They make 2 changes today. In comes new signing Tanganga, along with Brooks, Algo, Robinson and Cannon. Ings and Chon are both on the bench, the new signings. So it's Cooper in goal, back 4, Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon and Burrows, Hamer, Peck, O'Hare, the midfield, Brooks, Campbell and Barry, the strike force. A win for Borough would give them their best start to a season for 31 years. It's Middlesbrough against Sheffield United. Both these sides have crashed out of the EFL Cup, but that is where the similarity ends when it comes to their starts of the season. Borough are purring with 3 wins out of 3 and only 1 goal conceded so far. Rob Edwards has to make 1 change. No Azaz today. Hansen comes in his place. On the bench, new signings Target, Nipan and Sene are all available from that bench should they be required later on in the afternoon. So the Middlesbrough lineup, Brin in goal, back 3, Jones, Fry and Ayling Ayling with Silvera and Britton, the two wing-backs. Morris, Hackney, Hanson, Whittaker and Conway are the rest of the lineup. The Blades have been toothless so far with 3 league defeats and just 1 goal scored. They make 2 changes today. In comes new signing Tanganga, along with Brooks, Alco, Robinson and Cannon.
There we are, Tanganga.
On the bench, the new
Yes.
signings. So it's
New signing,
Cooper in goal,
Tanganga.
back four, Tanganga, Godfrey, Bindon and Burrows, Hamer, Peck, O'Hare, the midfield, Brooks, Campbell and Barry, the strike force. A win for Borough would give them their best start to a season for 31 years.
31 years. Best start for 31 years. What about that? Look, will they indeed? They're out on the pitch at Middlesbrough. So we can pull that over here. We can have a
kick-off. 24 years old defender nowadays. Obviously mainly known for his time at Leeds United. But
So if you want me to be quiet and listen to the Middlesbrough game,
the home side in great form,
we can let you do that.
So far, looking to build on that this afternoon.
Absolutely.
Just looking for anything
We're going to have a look now. In League One, we have Cardiff versus Plymouth, which obviously is an ex-championship game last season, isn't it? So I must admit, I found that one very, very difficult. Everybody was going for Cardiff, and I was thinking, well, I can't see it being such a big win. And a lot of people putting Cardiff by quite a way, 2 or 3 goals.
Continue this brilliant start that they've had. Sheffield United looking to score points on the board and get a win.
So I thought, oh, that's interesting. It's
for any side at the moment, the 2 sets of players ready to roll.
Yeah, a good.
Referee Lewis Smith blows the whistle. It's Middlesbrough in the
good expectation, but I went with 1-0 to Cardiff. I went with 2-1 for Doncaster. I was going to go 2-0. Mainly because all of you lot were sort of like, oh, Rotherham aren't going to score. Or one person said, I think Rotherham might actually score. And I thought, well, let's see. Let's just see. When we... oops, hang on a minute. We've just... hate it when it does that. It's just decided to kick me out. Thank you very much. So that'll go back in now. Oh, actually,
midweek, whereas Rotherham for the visitors.
They've let me put Rotherham on. My God!
Have a chance here, though.
And of course, I'm only here for Rotherham, so hey, we've got Rotherham on, guys.
Left footer. I think Adidas Predators on goes for striker.
So here we are. We're going to go for it.
Tala, almost napping maybe, but it takes a deflection and out for a corner, just over a minute into the game. It's independent off tube studio commentary. League One.
So we're in with Rotherham United, actually. So we'll go.
Lewis Raftery take you through
have a quick
all the
look
action this afternoon. Powell took the set piece before. Takes his corner, takes it short, we went to the edge of the area, it's left for it to run through. Doesn't come out as maybe Rotherham would have liked, and they're forced to go all the way back. James.
Good corner, but not quite what Rotherham wanted. They're just tried to play it short and then nip it in, but it didn't quite work.
Broadbent, taken quickly with his thrown by Rafferty.
But we can let you have a listen to that. Chelsea has started. Let's have a look at Chelsea.
For this afternoon, and there's another chance here for Rotherham to get another free kick in the box. Another
Fulham
set piece. Get the bodies forward. They've played a 5-3-2.
There's Rotherham have a free kick near the box.
Area two up top as well.
Try putting it from the back left to the forward right for Fulham, but Neto grabs that for Chelsea in his own half. So far, we have nothing in the Championship. I'm just having a quick look at the Chelsea game.
Maybe if you've been uber critical of the Rotherham set piece taker there, Joe Powell. Maybe.
And Fulham are just back into the defence again.
There's no one on the end of it, unfortunately. Rotherham free changes. Raggett Kelly and Hugo drop out.
Let's have a look at the Middlesbrough Sheffield United game, as Sheffield United are actually they're getting into the final third with Brooks. Brooks now in the final third. What can he do? Not an awful lot, the looks of it.
Back four for Doncaster then of James Maxwell, skipper Owen Bailey, Connor O'Riordan, and
Not gone out for a corner. No, it hasn't. It's come in, and it's Bryn for Middlesbrough.
Middleton, Billy Sharp, and the attacking midfielders behind Jordan.
Bryn just tries passing it forward, left, right. A really long ball. And actually, Sheffield United got defence. Just tap it out. And why did you just tap it out? You could just no, I'd rather you're just giving it. If you're going to give it to them, give it to them far back down the pitch, not right in their own half. Goes to Middlesbrough, gets kicked back into the Sheffield United half. Barry runs across halfway line. Tries passing into the middle, but nobody's there. It's a good through ball. Good through ball by Sheffield United, but in the end, nobody manages to get to that one. Jones now has it for Middlesbrough.
Opportunity for the visitors really early on. We've already had a couple, haven't we? We've already had a couple of corners. We've had a couple of free kicks as well. We'll have to see what will happen with this one. Powell is a really good set piece taker. He's just going to get this one right.
QPR, let's go for QPR. QPR versus Charlton, and QPR trying attacking down the left. Don't quite get in there. Try crossing it over, but from left to right. Charlton intercept that in the middle. Try passing it forward, but Norrington Davis for QPR will get that one. And that goes out of play. I think it's Charlton throwing in the QPR half. Charlton throwing on the right hand side for Charlton.
On the right hand side with Maxwell, he loses out. Now coming forward, Powell on the edge of the area. Strike, it's deflected, still coming forward. Strike a goal from Atete. His strike is blocked as well. Both sides making mistakes in the middle of the field early on. The ball fizzed into the penalty area. The linesman's flag goes up. Atete was in an offside position.
Doherty tries passing it down the left-hand side, and unfortunately it goes out, but it gets kicked out by QPR players, so it's actually a Charlton throw again, and Charlton can now actually throw it backwards to try and get it to the other side. Okay, to play it to the right-hand side, but Norrington Davis is actually doing a really good job on the QPR left. Saying that, he loses it out to Coventry. To Jones, to Bell. They try the left-hand side this time, Charlton. Just seeing which way is going to be the easiest way in.
On the left-hand side.
Walsh managed to get that one as it's kicked in. At the minute, it's just both sides trying to ease into the game. They're not quite wanting to lose this one.
Chelsea against Fulham, London derby there.
Could be a 0-0. Hopefully they won't carry on just trying each other out, and one of them will start to try and control the game. At the minute, not quite happening. Cardiff versus Plymouth, and again this is 0-0 as Plymouth attack down the left-hand side.
The Millers. Forward, looking for
Ibrahim, Weirdo. Mitchell, through the middle, but Fish kicks it out, only as far as Tolaj. Tolaj now for Plymouth, down to the right-hand side, crosses it in, but Fish gives it to Jay Colville, and Jay Colville will try and clear it to the right-hand side. Didn't really. Cardiff winger there, not at all. There's a terrible ball here as well, mate, for Cardiff, and it goes out for a Plymouth throw-in. Back, throw it into Watts. Plymouth intercept that one with Watts. Try crossing it opposite side to the right-hand side, but Cardiff intercept it. It gets forward to Salek. Salek now, running into the box. Tries a 1, tries a 2. No, can't get round. Oh, is that a corner? Is that a corner? Looks like it's a corner for Cardiff. That was a good little break from Cardiff.
Too much on it though.
Of course, you lot expecting Cardiff to really win quite well here, and I don't know. We do seem to be seeing a little bit more of Cardiff, I must admit, as Plymouth come away with that one and pass it forward to Mumba. They can't get anywhere. He passes it back to defence. Then they try pushing it forward. It gets kicked out by Cardiff. They didn't expect it to quickly go backwards and straight forward.
The keeper Tyler comes out, does fantastically well. Really out of his goal there.
We do now.
Goalkeeping from to Tyler.
Wilcock nicks it. He's nicked it for Cardiff. Pass it to Lawler. Colville. And Colville now. Oh, Colville loses it. But second ball gets the second ball. Ibrahim gets his second ball then. And Wintle nicks in. Tries crossing it. Boateng nicks it. Oh, it's a bit of a poor display of attack, of keeping the ball for both sides. Absolutely atrocious football. Neither of those sides wants to keep it.
A little shocked as he took a touch, looked up and
that was a really good set of opportunities by Cardiff there. Not quite getting into it. We've got the Rotherham game on there. Let's go to Barrow versus Fleetwood.
What I am given, Maxwell.
And at the minute, let's have a look at the stats. 79% possession to Fleetwood, and Fleetwood do look like they know what they're doing.
Nixon has it. Looking to link up with Clifton on the right hand side. Passing to the area.
No shots from either team there. So watching and listening to the Rotherham game while having a quick look at the Barrow game. There's nothing coming through from that game, only the stats. So that's all I have got on that one. At the minute, Fleetwood are controlling that game, controlling it really well. So that's probably one of the first games that we've looked at, and we've looked at nearly every except for the Crew game, where somebody's actually on top completely. I mean, and we've got our first goal. We have actually got our first goal, and it's in League 2. It is actually in League 2, and it is this game. It's Crew 0, Swindon 1. Let me just put that on here first, and we will done and transfer that. Oh dear, Richie knows. How bad is that? So let's look at stats here. It's 52% possession to Swindon. 3 shots, 1 on target for both teams. But looking at the stats, well, it's extremely even. It's extremely even. It's almost this looks like an identical pair matching each other. But at least they're not doing what some of the other games are doing, which is let's not lose and let's just try each other out and let's just make sure that we just see how the other team's playing first before we open our hand. Put our hand down on the table. This game actually could be quite an interesting game. Crew 0, Swindon 1. Swindon throw it in, but it goes out for a Crew throw. Bit of a tackle there. Well, 1-2, 1-2. Everybody's like just. It's typical League 2. Everybody's piling in to try and get the ball. In the end, it goes out for a Swindon throw-in their own half on the left-hand side. And Swindon now will try and... oh, they've thrown it backwards. Okay. Sort of medium throw back. From the left-hand side, they've gone across the goal to the right-hand side. Try and pass it across to Monroe on the left in the Crew end. And Monroe loses that one. It gets kicked straight back out into the Swindon half, which then lob it straight back into the box. And then Crew come out from their own area
Forward,
into
down the
halfway.
right-hand side
They try lobbing it straight into the box. There's no hose barred here. This is,
from Clifton.
at the minute, there's a fair bit of lob it straight into the box.
Forward with it, but he won't get it.
Glatzel from Swindon gets it on the right-hand side. He'll pull that one right to, as far to the side as he can. In fact, a little bit too far to the side, and
really disappointed and
gives it to Monroe, and then it goes out. But it goes out after a bit of a tackle from one of the crew players, and it's an injury to Monroe.
Just throws the ball away, and
for
the referee
Swindon.
does give a yellow card. I think Maxwell, that's why he had his hands in the air. The pictures were brought back to my screen. Martha on the left hand side now for Rotherham. Long ball over the top looking for Sheriff.
No goals anywhere else so far, according to that. But Barrow nils, Fleetwood nils still. Fleetwood still having the most of it. Rooney now down the right hand side for Fleetwood. This does look like it's going to be a Fleetwood win. At the minute, we're very, very early. It's only 14 minutes in and 31 seconds. But as Bolton has it in the middle. Rooney again. Rooney and Bolton. Bonds, Holgate, Rooney, Bonds, Holgate, Rooney. Oh, these three are just playing it down the right-hand side brilliantly for Fleetwood. Cross it in and, oh, just misses Helm. Then it comes back to Helm. Oh, Helm misses it. Comes back. Virtue, oh, it's kicked back out. Rooney kicks it back in. Oh, wow. I tell you what, Fleetwood are on the front. Oh, comes in and, again, Barrow are really being pelted at the minute by Fleetwood. Kick it out as far as you can, and they do.
Play on it. If you want the foul, you can have it, but I'd rather have the ball and try and knock it round a little bit.
So that's that. Let's
Pearson in the middle. Clifton drops deep.
Go to Stoke City. We've got a goal here too. It's we're going to have to reboot this because it's not giving me the scores on the front screen. It's Stoke City 0, West Brom 1.
Pearson dropping deepest in between the two centre backs.
Put that one on for you guys. It's Stoke City 0, West Brom 1.
But maybe that's Doncaster want to almost lull Rotherham into a press and maybe quicken things up for the further they do get.
I'll not put that one on.
As I said, it's quite a low tempo at the moment at the EQ Power Stadium. We'll do quickly look at the stats so far. Only 4 shots in the game, all going to Rotherham United. Only one of them was
so
on
that's that
target.
one. So Stoke City 0, West Brom 1. Let's see. It's a Phillips shot on 14 minutes actually. So it's only just gone in. Literally in the last minute apparently. So yeah, that's Stoke City. Let's reboot this. I think we need to reboot that. That's not giving me all of the results as they go in. Don't really want to be going in there and don't want to have to do that, do we? It's not a good idea. I want to be able to see the results.
Chess matches sometimes, can't they?
It does. Charlton have now gone 1-0 down away at QPR. So QPR have indeed gone ahead. So it's QPR 1, Charlton 0.
Come out, claiming good, strong goalkeeping. I'm sure that'll give the rest of the defence as well a lot of confidence if the goalkeeper can do that.
QPR 1 and Charlton 0. And Charlton, you know, they really wanted to do something here. They needed to do something here, let's face it. And they're already 1-0 down against a side that lost 7-1 at the weekend. Something happening at Middlesbrough. An injury to Silvera for Middlesbrough. Yellow card for Sheffield United. They were actually wondering whether that was going to be a red card. You can tell by the And the information I was going through there, that they were a little bit worried that Sheffield United player there was going to get a red card, which on 18 minutes would have been just not what Sheffield United need. But what's going off? Something's going off at the Middlesbrough game. I think this has just got a little bit too heated.
Back to the goalkeeper.
It's getting a bit heated at the Middlesbrough game, apparently. We're going to stick with one yellow card, I think. I think we're going to stick. Yeah, we're going to stick with the yellow card for Peck, and that's going to be it. Middlesbrough have started to come back into this game. Sheffield United just having their little moments. However, at the minute it is Middlesbrough 0, Sheffield United 0. QPR 1, Charlton 0. And actually, if we go into that for the stats for you, was QPR have found offside just as we go in there. Charlton have most of the ball, but it's 3 shots all on target for QPR, 1 shot not on target for Charlton. This is a game of Charlton keeping the ball but doing absolutely nothing with it. And unfortunately, as we go into the actual game, Norrington Davis now eventually gets it to Smith. Cone down the left hand side. Sorry. Oh, he tries a through ball where it's offside. Cone there passing it back, comes through the defence, but unfortunately it's offside, and QPR give away a kick to Charlton. They'll pass it back and try and play along the back end to the left hand side with Edwards. We're listening to and watching Rotherham United here, so my team's on. It's Doncaster 0, Rotherham 0.
Pearson, he's
Carey, Mbengu
actually there by James.
Gets it for QPR. Dembele. And this has been what's happening at this game. What you're getting is Charlton there just had 10, 11, 12 passes in their own defensive area. As soon as they got it past halfway, they lose it. So that's been the message from this game. Still Stoke 0, West Brom 1. There's been a red card at Barrow. 10-man Barrow 0. Fleetwood 0. Barrow are now making a substitution. It's Canavan that has been removed from the Barrow side. So I think that's a defender, isn't it? Not the area you want a red card in, is it? It really isn't.
Yet to really see any goal mouth action apart from an early start from Rotherham, especially from.
That was actually on 10 minutes. That's actually quite a while ago. Red card there, back there for Barrow. And they've only just started to make a substitution. They've waited 10 minutes, Barrow, to make a substitution. Let's see how things go, shall we? As Fleetwood now come in again, get into the final third, and it's a Graydon shot, but it's off target. And I think at the minute it's Barrow haven't even had. In fact, Barrow have only been in the final third once, so and they didn't get a shot off then. So Barrow is not looking good for Barrow there. Crew 0, Swindon 1, which we've got up there. Yeah, Crew still losing there at home to Swindon Town. We'll quick look at that as Crew have a shot, but it's with Swindon now with the pass it back to the goalkeeper.
Wide of the mark. Not a bad free kick at all. It's always unfortunately curling away.
So, as we look at Doncaster versus Rotherham, we've had only been 1 shot on target so far. That's gone to Rotherham.
If that's anything to go by,
5 shots in total. 1 to Doncaster, 4 to Rotherham.
For an interesting set-piece battle.
Doncaster have been keeping the ball a lot. 64% possession to Doncaster.
Powell has it on the left-hand side. Loses out, but it will go out for a throw-in for James.
James throwing it on the right-hand side. Rafferty, James, Rafferty tried throwing it down, but it's
poor pass out to left hand side. Maxwell does well though to come away with it. Plays it into Middleton, gets it cornered underneath his
back
feet.
to Dawson.
Will roll out for a throw in on the right hand side.
Kicks it forward. Maxwell intercepts it back to Yearwood. Yearwood loses it to Bailey. We can't be losing it so bloody often. Doncaster lose it to Rafferty. Rafferty, Hall, Sheriff. Oh, second ball gets there. Sheriff gets the second ball. He's in the corner. He can't do anything with it in the corner. Passes it across. Marta, what can Marta do? He has a... Oh, Williams! Williams has a shot and it's blocked on the line by Tutala, and Tutala can try and bring that one away frantically. Or has he given it out? I don't know.
Of the field, headed on towards Middleton.
Let's listen to this one.
Though by Bailey. Long ball forward, good hold up play from Atetic, and he brings another team into play. Great defending from O'Riordan, but the striker won't give up. Plays a great ball out to the left hand side. Now, is there a teammate coming forward? Back into him. Side, can he get there? No, he can't. Into the arms of Lotadula. Great play there, though.
Broadbent.
Williams got forward. Pearson. Credit to Rotherham there.
Gibson,
first time
Maxwell,
threatened.
Doncaster pushing forward, but Rafferty does a great job on that right hand side. Eventually goes out for a Doncaster throw in their own half, just on their left hand side. And here we are with
Middleton.
Williams. Oh, Doncaster has scored! It's Doncaster 1, Rotherham 0. Where did that come from? Where did it come from?
Now Doncaster down the right hand side. This is a good chance through Nixon. Ball into the box. A little bit too much on it. But Gibson will keep it in play down the left hand side. Further back to his full back Maxwell. Whip to Diesel, ball to the back post. Header just into the top corner. What a finish from skipper Owen Bailey. Fantastic cross on the left hand side from James Maxwell. And their first shot on target for Donny ends up in the back of the net. 25 minutes on the clock, right on the stroke. Almost hitting 25 minutes in to the game. Doncaster with their first shot on target.
First shot on target.
At Eco Power Stadium. Lovely cross from Maxwell. Well, first of all, it was a
well, we did say we were going to lose 2-1.
Maxwell picked it up. Lovely ball into the box, and Bailey, credit to him, it's a lovely leap. But as he's leaping, he's also maybe gone a little bit early. And he's got to
guys, I'm sorry that you didn't want to watch me. I'm sorry that you didn't like it. Look, we're not going to be here for nobody. Thank you for the ones that did watch. I hope you enjoyed it. Speaking to myself at the minute, so I don't know why I'm saying it. Thanks for joining, thanks for watching, but unfortunately, not going to be doing it for nobody to watch. We'll just carry on with the games and enjoy it yourself. And I might see you at 3 o'clock. I mean, hopefully, if 1 or 2 people turn up, we'll keep going with that one. But until then, it's John S. the Sports Channel. We'll stay with the videos anyway, at least for now. But for this particular live stream, it's John S. the Sports Channel. Over and out.